What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's me, Hisaro, bringing you more Infinite Magicraid content. Now, we are going to be testing Bleed against Guild Boss level 5. We're going to manual it as well, just to see how it works. Obviously, Bleed has had a rework. Everyone should be aware of that. So we're going to test to see if Natalie, Natalie and Hisaro up here, is going to be viable with the rework. Now, we're obviously going to be using Catherine for the counter attacks, Maeve for that slow, so we can put more bleeds onto the boss in time before a refresh happens, and Slavel there for the attack bonus boost. The reason we're using Natalie and Hisaro together is this reason why. And we need to test to know if it works. I've been planning this for a little while, and we're finally there, and I get a free regression as well. So if it doesn't work, it's not the end of the world. But at least all of you know if it does work. So, Hisaro is a great bleed damage dealer. He can inflict severe wound on an enemy target for 2 turns and deals 4 stages of attack damage to whoever they are attacking. 50% chance to inflict 1 layer of bleed for 2 turns. Now, this is, it's a good amount of bleed that can learn. It does increase up to 70%, so we can learn 4 bleeds. His passive is where he gets blood marks, so he's increasing the damage taken by the boss. Hisaro increases his bleed damage dealt by 8% for every 1 layer of bleed he successfully inflicts up to 10 times. So he can make this buff 10 times more effective, meaning 80% extra damage dealt from bleed. Now, open wounds is awesome. If you have 10 layers of bleed on the boss, he is going to say trigger all of those bleeds in one just from that hit, so it doesn't wait for the end of the turn, meaning we can make the most of bleed, right? This is the thinking behind it. An open wound, he can trigger up to 6 layers. Sorry, not 10. He can trigger up to 6 layers of bleed. Now, his basic as well, he's causing more bleeds on top. Now, the reason I've chosen... Just let me show you the stats. The stats aren't crazy high, okay? They're not crazy high. 35k attack, 96% effective, and 115% mastery. So it's not over the top, alright? It's not over the top. The aura we're using is Mastery Expert aura. It's not fully upgraded. It's a 15% extra mastery to increase his damage. Now, we're going to be pairing him up with Natalie. Why Natalie, you say? Wow, Natalie has a really nice little set, and I don't know why the game's glitching out a little bit, but we're going to have to bear with it. Okay, we're going to have to bear with it. I do apologise. There's a 100% chance to inflict a layer of bleed on all enemies, which is, yes, it's an AoE. It does cause effect resistance down as well, which is very nice. Now, the passive is where Natalie really reads amazing. That's because there's a 30% chance to replace Scythe Strike with Bloodthirsty Scythe. Of the same level, when Natalie releases Scythe Strike for every 1 enemy under bleed status, increases the chance by 10%. Now, the reason that this is nice is because Bloodthirsty Scythe at exclusive level 1 has a 50% chance to reset the duration of the target's bleed when Bloodthirsty Scythe deals damage. Now, when we're using her basic, is that going to be, with the counter attacks, causing a possible switch into Bloodthirsty Scythe Strike? Is it going to be causing that extra chance for us to reset those bleed ticks, those bleed durations? And this is why I'm testing it, because if we can keep 10 layers of bleed on the boss with Hisaro and Natalie, that is going to be really nice. Now, the stats on Natalie is 36,000 attack, 100% effective, and 108% mastery. The aura I'm using on her is only range hit aura, okay? It's nothing amazing. The emblems are the same as the majority of my other builds. Hisaro will be built the same, so if you want to clip this, feel free to clip this, and you can use that at your free will. So let's have a little look. We're there now. We can test, and let's find out. If Natalie and Hisaro can really do some good. I'm excited, guys. I am. It's probably going to be really soul defeating in a moment, but. They wasn't supposed to do that. We can't even restart because it's a guild boss attempt. You're supposed to hit Catherine there with feebleness to begin with, but we're gonna... Okay, you know what? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Here we go with the initial bleeds on. Only 2 landing. Now we're going to slow this boss. We're going to leave that to tick once. Wait, it's already ticked. So we need to reset this. Now, I wish I could see if it had reset or not. That would be really nice. Now you can see how Hisaro will explode the bleeds here with his second ability. You see he triggered the 3 levels of bleed there. Effect resistance down. Now he's obviously just reset the 2 bleeds there. Attack up. No, it didn't land. I wish I could see. I wish I could see if it's using that. Right, 4 bleeds. We're going to save that for the next turn. 7 bleeds, 6 bleeds. All right, now we need to refresh this, okay? We need to, well, attempt to refresh it. Attack up is on, meaning, Hisaro, if only you had your ultimate right. Never mind, we can use this. So this is going to proc all 6 layers of bleed. You see the damage there. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not amazing. It's not amazing. Now we're going to reset the bleed, hopefully. 50% chance. I don't know if it reset or not. Can we check in the overview? Boom! It did reset. It did reset. Nice. Okay. Dope. That's good. That is good. Now up to 8, 9, 10. Right. We are there. We are there. Boss is slowed. We don't need to use this because that's not going to have the chance of refreshing the bleeds. And he should now be on 1 turn, right? I think he is. I think that was Bloodthirsty Scythe. So I'm hoping by the end of this now, that is going to stay at 10. If it does, we're in business. Oh, it did! It did! It did! Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so we can see the difference in animation, and that was not Bloodthirsty Scythe then. So we would expect to see some of these drop off now. Free. Ooh, free. But now we can refresh up to 7 straight away there with Hisaro. And we're going to go for the effect resistance down. We're going to buff our attack. And then we're going to get ready to explode these bleeds. I mean, that's a nice amount of damage. It's going to be interesting to see where we sit at the end of this. Now we need to refresh. Come on, give us a refresh. I probably should be putting defense down on as well, but hey. So at 10. Still at 10. Lowly. Now, yes, I know the damage isn't amazing here, but the fact here is, it's bleed. It's not health burn. Let's try and refresh. Bloodthirsty Scythe, please. No. All right. Here you go. Attack up again. Nuke. We're at 71 minutes. Do you know what? This is good damage. This is good. This is good damage. This is really good damage. This is really, really good damage. We're still at 10 bleeds. We're still at 10 bleeds. There's a Bloodthirsty Scythe again. We're still at 10 bleeds. Now we're going to nuke his ass. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh my goodness. I'm hyped. We would actually probably ban this effect here. Just use the second and first ability on that. And there it is again. The Bloodthirsty Scythe. Is it going to stay? It is. I'm sorry, guys. This is hype. It means bleed can be used, especially with this combo, Hisaro and Natalie. Let's refresh the bad boys again. Stay at 10. Stay at 10. I'm sorry, but this is fantastic. We're going to blow him up. Look at this, 6 million damage just from that ability. Another, oh, wow. Come on, guys. This is bleed, for goodness sake. Yeah, I don't want to go over that. I want to leave it at 4. Now, let's refresh these. Come on. Refresh, refresh, refresh. No! We lost some. We lost some, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine, right? It's fine. Okay, hopefully that refreshed those other two. Ooh, okay. Do we have Hisaro's ultimate now? We do. We can restack up to 6 again. Attack buff. And now a refresh up to 7. Oh, we lost them again. 4 stacks we can bleed. How much does 4 layers of bleed lock for? 1 million? Okay. Okay. But look at the damage here. Just look at the damage. This is a bleed team. This is a bleed goddamn team. And they're not overly, like, crazily stacked in attack rate mastery. If they was, it would be even better. You know what? If we can hit 147, 147 million there. Let's have a look at the aftermath. 60 million damage from Hisaro. Ah, wow. Wow. 60 million damage from Hisaro. Under bleed. Under bleed. That is huge. And it worked just as I wanted it to. Let's be honest. Nathalie and Hisaro really putting in effort there. Maeve slowing the boss how we needed her to. Slaval buffing attack for our bleed damage dealers. And then Catherine, the baby, obviously giving us that counter attack to ensure we landed even more bleed as well. Okay, guys, I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. I don't even think I'm going to regress them. Maybe I will for the moment so I can build some other test heroes and then rebuild them back up. But you do kind of need some exclusives on these, just like you do any other builds, right? But the fact is here, if you have Hisaro sitting around, if you have Natalie sitting around, someone who people really talk badly about, the fact is she isn't bad. She's actually a very good activator. And don't just think it's can only work with Hisaro. If she's resetting the bleeds on Lucia, on Nidrold, on Alina, then that as well is huge. Natalie is the bleed activator by resetting those bleed durations. I'm Kaz@the Ball. Thank you everyone for watching. Take care, have a great day, and expect more content again soon. Goodbye.